everyone, my name is Aimee. I'm the winemaker for New Clairvaux Vineyard, and I wanted to share with you our 2018 California Abbots Reserve Father Thomas. Now, Father Thomas has his personal crest on the bottle. This is the back label that will tell you the vintage and what it's made out of. It's a 50-50 blend of Napa Valley grown Cabernet Sauvignon and Vina grown Syrah. It's kind of a take on the famous Australian Shiraz Cabernet Sauvignon blends, but this is our own little tribute to Father Thomas, who is the former abbot of the Abbey of New Clairvaux. He is just retired now, but we make this bottle in his honor for the legacy that he had here at the Abbey. This is a 2018, so it has already been aged out quite a bit. We do 3 years in the barrel in new French oak barrels, and then we do an entire year in the bottle before we even release it to the public. So it's been pre-aged. We put a lot of effort into making this wine really special. I'm gonna go through and I'll do a tasting. I'll tell you what I pick up in this wine. So I should probably start with the color. Sometimes I skip that part, but it's got a beautiful garnet color. It's got just a little bit of age kind of browning around the rim of this. It's not super, super dark. It's not black and inky. In my opinion, it's just right. So just a beautiful ruby color that's showing just a little bit of age. Let's go ahead and smell it. So it's very warm in the sense that it's got some clove and cinnamon, like a baking spice kind of warmth to it. That's some of the French oak flavors coming out. I also get cherry, some really cherry, maybe even some blackberry in there, definitely some good fruit. Let's go ahead and taste it. So this wine is nice. It's very well put together. It's got a lot of layers going on. You get the warm spices, you get the fruit, the red fruit flavors. You get maybe just a hint of licorice to it. And then on the finish, there's an amazing texture to it, some medium tannins. And this, because of those tannins, a salty dish is something that I would suggest pairing with it. In fact, a lot of people say that, you know, a red wine would go really well with a steak because it's got the fat and the protein. Well, a lot of people miss the point that there's also a lot of salt on many steaks. And it's really the salt that can help make and round out a tannic red wine. So that would be my first thing I would pair with this, is a nice, beautiful steak, well salted, and it's just gonna pair really well with this red. Another dish that would go really well with it is some type of stew. Now, if you don't eat a lot of meat, you could do a vegetable stew and just make it something really hearty with some barley, maybe some mushrooms in there to help kind of ramp up some of the umami flavors. Or you could do a beef stew, or any type of stew will really go well. So some type of hearty dish would go well with this wine. If I were to pair it with a cheese, the first thing that comes to mind is an aged cheddar, or possibly a Gouda. Gouda is just slightly saltier than an aged cheddar, but they're very, very similar. And that would go really well with this type of wine. Anyways, I hope you get a chance to try this. This is our 2018 Abbots Reserve Father Thomas. Cheers.